Why automation and why now? Tony Rivers is CEO of Peak Technologies. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
Good to see you. Thanks for being with me. I really appreciated
Thanks
that.
for having me.
Tony, what is driving companies to invest in automation this year?
It's a great question. So I think it's a combination of expectations in the market. So what you're seeing is that the consumer expectations of speed of delivery and timeliness is causing companies to have to rethink the way they do supply chain and the way that they deliver that experience. And so it's really causing multiple changes in the delivery mechanisms and the technologies that are needed to accomplish that.
Customer demand,
Yes.
always increasing. But with that being the case, what specific technologies are companies looking to invest in? What are they researching right now?
Great question. So there's a combination of things that we've been seeing in the market. I think that obviously if you get out there on the show floor today, you'll see there's a lot of robotic automation, different things going on there. But in conjunction with that, we're seeing technologies like RFID for real-time location services, machine vision, and obviously AI and automation in the modeling and the automation as well.
You say obviously AI, of course, that is the talk of everywhere.
Yes.
It's sort of like supporting, it's lurking behind every single technology
is.
now. How has that changed technology over the years? Have you seen it come and go? You've seen technology evolve.
Yes.
What does it look like to you that's different? How does AI make that different now?
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I've been doing this for a long time, as you can tell. So it has evolved greatly from the days of DOS and green screen to now. And so you're seeing a lot of adaptation with what's out there in the market. And I think that the technology is allowing the humans to be more productive and quicker. And obviously it's a challenge getting people to do the work today. So you need to have that automation to help with that.
Are facilities coming to realize that there are certain problems that just can't be solved by people, that they really need to turn to automation in order to make that work?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both. So I think that obviously there's always, in our opinion, there's always going to be a human element to what's going on. But I do think there's segments of the market where that automation helps to make things more productive and helps them keep up with expectations and the speed with which things need to be done now.
Yeah, you just said something that just about everyone's saying about technology, is that there's still going to be a role for humans somewhere.
Yes.
Are there problems within the facility that can't be solved by automation, or are at least still best solved by people?
I think you're always going to have a human element to the flow and what makes sense. I think there are areas where you can automate the human interaction and you can make it better, quite frankly, for humans. There's a lot of things within the warehouse and within the supply chain that are repetitive tasks, are hard on the human body. And so being able to automate those workflows and move that stuff forward is good. Yeah. But you're still going to need human interaction around how does that technology work, programming the technology, making things efficient. So there's always going to be that element.
Right, still people there, but the people are doing different things
Yes,
now.
exactly.
You say programming, maintaining, and the like, and letting the robots handle all the boring stuff, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but robots are also getting more sophisticated, and as technology gets more and more sophisticated, as AI takes over more and more, it does seem like there'll be more of a role for technology and less of a role for people, right? Even if it's not the end of people.
The role for the people will be different, right? Basically, so it'll be less manual labor and more, running what's going on within the cycle. So it's definitely evolving, but there is a lot of what we see today. A lot is repurposing of the human element, right? Because the humans that they can get, there's so many tasks to be done. They're moving them to the tasks that are better suited for the human element, and they're using automation where they can to make things faster and quicker.
It can be intimidating, though, for a company that has not invested much in automation, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm always shocked to hear the percentage of warehouses in this country that are not automated.
There is a lot.
All we hear is talk about automation. It would make you think that if you read the headlines, you would think that everyone's automated. In fact, a huge percentage of warehouses are not.
Yes.
So how do they even approach this idea of embracing automation for the first time? I guess it's research. I guess it's looking into the possibilities. I mean, you have advice for us as to how a company can begin to make that journey into automation?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, the way that we like to look at it is, think of it like the journey of a box or the journey of a raw material, right? So if you break down your supply chain into segments and you look at the flow of that, there are opportunities within that flow of a product as you look at it go through your life cycle to automate in different areas. So you don't have to go full out automation, dark warehouse right out of the gate. You can actually work to automate segments of your warehouse in phases, and it can be a very simple phased approach. So you don't have to go all in, cards all in and dark like some of the things you read on TV or see. It's you can go phase by phase, and so that's That's important for people to understand, I think, because there are really good ROIs and really good opportunities to use this technology in small segments, small bites.
It's a good idea, isn't it, though, to have a full understanding of what exactly it is you want to do with automation before you start embracing it.
Absolutely.
What do you want to automate and what do you expect to get out of it before you, instead of just rushing toward the shiny new thing.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Tony, for helping us to understand how companies can get a start,
Yeah.
what companies are doing right now, how AI is making its mark. I do want to take a moment, though, to ask you about Peak.
Sure.
You know, Peak Technologies and especially Peak Automation Intelligence. Would you give me a briefing about that?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for asking. So we talked and launched a bit before the show, Peak Automation Intelligence, and really that's exactly what we just talked about. So it's our insert of the ability to start with the technology. We have different modules and different segments that we start to automate using AI and models and things that feel intimidating, but it's basically bite-sized automation that you can put into your flow. Things as simple as, you know, starting at the pallet wrap or starting at the dock door to use vision and RFID and other technologies to identify a product automatically as it enters the facility or exits the facility. So lots of different things that you can do there, and we've got our booth out on the floor has all this stuff on display, and we have a great experience center up in Littleton, Massachusetts, where you can come and see how that stuff works.
Great. Tony, again, thank you very much for being with me to talk about this.
Yeah.
Very important subject. Really appreciate it.
Great way to start the day, Bob. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I was speaking with Tony Rivers of Peak Technologies. Thank you very much for watching.